Good morning, students. My name is M.S. Somshekar from Nilamika Girls High School, Sirigere. Today, I will take you a poem for the 10th standard students, that is Ballad of the Tempest. Ballad of the Tempest is one of the beautiful poem written by James T. Fields. James T. Fields. Let's learn about the poem. There are so many natural calamities like drought, flood, volcano, earthquake. The same way, on the seas also there are sometimes there is a floods, especially we can say tempest. So due to the tempest, the problem occurs on the sea, especially for the sailors. Here, that was the scope. That was the point scope here. This poem, Ballad of the Tempest. Ballad is a poem. Ballad means a poem of the tempest. Tempest means tempest. A violent storm. Violent storm. ಬಿರುಗಾಳಿ ಚಂಡಮಾರುತ ಬೀಸಿದಾಗ ಸಮುದ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಭಾರಿ ಅಲೆಗಳನ್ನು ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ದುಷ್ಪರಿಣಾಮಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈ ಪದ್ಯವನ್ನು ಬರೆಯಲಾಗಿದೆ. So let's learn about the poem Ballad of the Tempest by James T. Fields. There is a famous saying, fortune favors the brave. Fortune favors the brave. The fortune or luck doesn't come to us without our effort. The fortune also favors not the coward people but the brave. It's the oft-quoted statement. It means, so if you are not brave, you will not get success. If you are not brave, you will not get fortune. Because fortune also favors the brave, not the lazy. Even Columbus had a lot of faith in the Almighty. Along with this faith, he had done hard work. Because of his hard work and aim, he got success. But is it true of everybody? Now listen to the poem where the sailors face a great peril. Peril means danger. In this poem, the sailors face a great peril. See whether someone will come to their rescue or not. Let's see who will come to their rescue to save the sailors. Let's see in the poem. So if you read the poem, you will come to know what was the danger faced by the sailors, who rescued them, how did they got rescued. Let's see the poem. We were crowded in a cabin, not a soul would dare to sleep. It was midnight on the waters, and a storm was on deep. It is a fearful thing in winter to be startled by the blast and to hear a rattling trumpet. Thunder, cut away the mast. So we shuddered there in silence, for the stoutest held his breath, while the hungry sea was roaring and the breakers talked with death. As thus we sat in darkness, each one was busy with his prayer. We are lost, the captain shouted, as he staggered down the stairs. But his little daughter whispered, as she took his icy hand, is not God upon the ocean, just the same as on the land? Then we kissed the little maiden, and we spake in better cheer, and we anchored safe in harbor, when the morn was shining clear. Very beautiful poem. Here, innocence of the people is focused. Sometimes the people will become innocent. That innocence of the sailors is focused. Not only sailors, most of the people are innocent in most of the time. That innocence was focused. Psychological concept is psychological concept. So when we put in problem, so we are psychologically will become weak. The psychological thing is focused in this poem. In this poem, the two major focus are innocence of the people and psychological concept. Psychological concept as well as the innocence of the people are focused in this poem. Let's see what is there in the poem. The poem Ballet of the Tempest. Ballet means Lavani of the Tempest. Tempest means a violent storm. What will happen? Here, the poet made the sailors as the speaker. Here, sailors are speaking themselves. What was their condition? How did they come out of the danger? Let's see. First stanza. We were crowded in the cabin, not a soul would dare to sleep. It was midnight on the waters, and a star was on deep. Since then, the sailors, we were crowded. Who are we refers to here? We. Here we refers to sailors. We were crowded. We were grouped. Crowd means grouped together. We means sailors. All the sailors grouped together in a cabin. Cabin means there is a special room for the sailors who lead the ship. There is a cabin. In that cabin, they were crowded. They are grouped together to talk about the problem they were facing. So who are crowded? Yes, the sailors crowded. Where were they crowded? They were crowded in a cabin. Not a soul would dare to sleep. Not a soul would dare to sleep. It means no one sailors have a dare to sleep. There are no dare. Dare means dhairya. Nobody has this dare to sleep. Why? They have a fear. If they go to sleep, if the storm becomes violent, they will swept away by the ocean. They will be drowned in the ocean. For that, there is nobody to sleep. There is no time to sleep because they were the fear of the violent storm. That's why nobody, no soul. Their soul means people. So no sailor, no sailor was dare to sleep. Not a soul would dare to sleep. Soul means here not Atma. Soul means a person. The person, especially sailor. No sailor, not any sailor, were ready to sleep because of the lack of confidence. What was the time then? It was midnight on the waters. What was the time then? So at that time it was midnight. Midnight. Where they were? They were on the storms. They were on the waters. Waters means ocean. So they were on the seas and oceans. It was midnight. In the midnight they met with a violent storm. So due to that there was a danger. That's why all the sailors grouped together and spoke. What did they speak? They are grouped, crowded in a cabin. No one was ready to sleep. There was no day for them. So at that time it was a midnight. It was the midnight on the seas, and a storm was on the storm, Chandamarana. It was on the deep. It was deeply blowing with heavy waves. It was blowing, so that nobody was there to sleep. I think you have clearly understood the first stanza. The first stanza, we means the sailors crowded together to discuss, but nobody was there to sleep. It was the time of the midnight of the storm. The storm was very violent. The storm was very violent. Let's go to the next stanza. It is a fearful thing in winter to be shattered by the blast, and to hear the rattling trumpet, thunder, cut away the mast. It is a fearful thing in winter. Especially in winter, it is very fearful. If a tempest, if the ship met with a tempest, especially in the winter, it is very dangerous because in winter, wind blows speedily. So wind blows so fast in the winter, especially the winter. So because of that winter season, They were very feared. It was a fearful thing in winter, especially in winter. It is a very fearful thing because the wind will not going to stop. That's why they were very feared. Because in winter, as to the speed of the result of the speed of the wind to be shattered by the blast, shattering, the ship will break apart, will break into pieces by the blast. Blast means a gust of wind. So because of the gust of the wind, the speed of the wind, or and as a result of that, a big waves will hit the ship and the ship will break apart. That's why they were feared. Because why it is very fearful thing in the winter? Because it will be, ship will be shattered, break apart by the gust of the wind. And to hear the rattling trumpet, and to hear, they can hear rattling trumpet. What is the rattling? Rattling means to make a rapid succession of a short, sharp noises. They can hear a short, sharp noises. To hear rattling trumpet, then Captain thundered, "Cut away the mast!" Who shouted? The captain of the ship shouted, "Cut away the mast!" What is the mast? Mast is a ship pole. Mast. Ship pole, which holds the sails. Which holds the sails. If they cut off the ship pole or mast, the sails will come down. So the wind, the gust of the wind will less. So they will be less in danger. That's why he thundered. Who thundered? The captain of the ship thundered to cut off the mast. If they cut off the mast, all the sails which holds the wind will come down. So the wind's gust will be less. That's why the captain ordered to cut off the pole. Then next put the second stanza, third stanza. So we shuddered there in silence, for a stoutest held his breath, while the hungry sea was roaring, and the breakers talked with death. So, because of the midnight, because of the violent storm, because of this condition is very, very danger, so they cut off the mast. After that, so we shuddered there in silence. Shudder means to shake. So why they were shaking? As a result of the waves, the ship was shaking. If the ship was shaking, the people inside the ship also shaking like that. That's why they were shuddering, shaking. There in silence. In the silently they are shaking. Why they were shaking? Shaking of the fear. Shaking of the, as a result of the ships. For the stoutest means a brave, even a brave held his breath. He can't live freely. Even the brave sailors also held his breath. It means they are also very fear. They don't know what will happen as a result of this tempest. That's why even brave soldiers held his breath. ಉಸಿರು ಹಿಡಿದು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಾರೋ sailors, brave sailors. While the hungry sea was roaring, when they were in the hungry, when they were holding the breath, then the hungry sea, hungry means the dangerous sea was roaring, ಗರ್ಜಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. It was not clear. It was very, very hungry. The waves, the bigger and bigger waves will come and hitting the ship. So the ship was in danger. And the breakers means a large turbulent waves. So as a result of the wind, a large turbulent waves. Moving in this way. Large turbulent waves. What they are doing? Large topped with death. Those turbulent waves are hitting the ship, and the people who are in the ship were feared. They don't know what will happen to them. See, this is the condition. In such a condition, most of the sailors will lose their faith. The lose, they were lose their confidence. They thought within a few minutes they are going to die because the condition was very, very serious, because the storm was very, very violent. Their chances are less to be alive. That's why they were all, even the stoutest soldiers, sailors, are held his breath. As thus we sat in darkness, each one busy with his prayers. We are lost, the captain shouted as he staggered down the stairs. As thus we sat in the darkness, they are sitting because it was midnight. In the darkness, they were sitting. They were sitting. They were home, no hope. The ship was in danger. Nobody had a hope to be come out of. That's why each one, every one sailors in that ship were busy. In what they are busy? In busy with his prayers. Because there is nothing in their hands. There is no chances to live alive. That's why only thing which can save them was the God. That's why each one was praying the God. Oh God, save me. Oh God. So that's why each one were busy in praying the God, because they are praying in the prayers, because only God can save. It was not possible for themselves to get survived. That's why at that moment, when all were busy, all sailors were busy in prayers, then captain shouted. At that moment, the captain came down the stairs. He said, "We are lost. We are lost. Please, we are going to die. There is no time. There was no time to be alive. We are going to be die, because a turbulent waves were coming towards the ship, and ship will going to be drowned. We are lost," he said, as he staggered down the stairs. Stagger means so come unsteady. Why it is unsteady? Why was when coming down the staircase? It is not steady, because unsteady, because the ship was not steady, was doing like this as a result of the waves. He was staggering down. He shouted. What was the shout of the captain? "We are lost." It means there is no chance to be alive. We'll all going to be die. Hearing the words of the captain, the next stanza will learn. But his little daughter whispered, as she took his icy hand, "Is not God upon the ocean, just the same as on the land?" When the captain shouted, "We are lost," and he staggered down the stairs, his little daughter hears him. Whose the daughter? The captain's little daughter hears his words. Whispered. She spoke silently to his father as she took his icy hand. She took our father's icy hand. Why it is icy? Because he was driving the ship. The violent wind was very cold wind was blowing. As a result of that, his hands were very cold. He took his icy hands, it was very, very icy, and told and asked him, "Is not God upon the ocean? Is not God upon the ocean? Just the same as on the land." See, in the land we are praying the God whenever we come across the problems. So definitely God will come to our rescue. The same way, he asks her father, "Is there not God upon the ocean? Just same as on the land?" He asked. Who asked her? Captain's daughter asked her father, "Is not God upon the ocean, just the same as on the land?" Hearing her words, hearing the words of the little maiden of the captain, all the sailors got hope. Yes, there is a God. There is a God on the ocean, just same as on the land. That God will definitely comes to our help. He will rescue us. The same way they got an inspiration. They got inspiration by this little maiden. Then we kissed the little maiden. Then we miss the sailors kissed the little maiden. Why? Because she inspired a hope in them. Because she thought God is there on the ocean, just same as in the Lord. So they got hope. So definitely God will rescue us. So as a result of that, all the sailors kissed the little maiden and spake in better cheer. Spake means speak is a old form of English. Speak in better is a better happiness. They cheer. Yes, the God is there. God will definitely save us. At last, and we anchored safe in harbor. Anchor means ಹಡಗನ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಡಗನ್ನ ಬಂದಿಸೋದು ಒಂದು ಬಂದರಿಂದ ಬಂದಿಸ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ತಂದರು. And we anchored safely. The ship reached the harbor and it was anchored when the morning was shining clear. When the morning was, it was the time of the dawn, the time of the shining, early morning rising sun. They are already harbor. They were near the harbor and anchored their ship. It means at last the God saved them. At last all of them safely reached the harbor without any hurt or any problem. It means who saved them? Whenever there is no chance for us to live, definitely God will save us. Definitely God will save us. God is our real saver. So they have faith in the God. That faith has saved them. Whenever there is no chance in our hands, at that time, definitely, if we have a faith, God will come to our rescue. As we see in the previous lesson, Columbus, he had also faith in God, the Almighty. The same here also, when all the sailors have lost their hopes, then who kindled the hopes? As the captain's daughter inspired a hope in them, so that they could pray the God with positively, and at last they safely anchored to the harbor. This is the poem. In this poem, the poet wants to say, whenever we come across so many problems of our life, sometimes we feel it is not possible to come out of this problem. So you should not feel so. So you try your better. When it is not possible from you, at least you go to the prayer of the God. Definitely, if you pray God, definitely you will come to us. Before that, we should be brave. We should work. Then we pray the God. Definitely, God will rescue us. God will come to our rescue. Here, the God's rescue, along with this, the main focus is on the people's innocence. The people's innocence is focused in this poem, and psychological concept is focused, because it is a common psychology. When we are in danger, we never thought so. All the thoughts will go so negative way. At the time, the little daughter inspired a kindle of hope in them. That hope come to reality. This is the theme of this poem. Thank you very much. Read the poem again and again, as many times as possible. Then you will come to a clearly understanding the